We're ready to begin today's meeting, and public comment will be taken both here in the council chambers and via teleconference as well. So we're ready to begin because we have so many people in the council chambers today.
Hello,
We're
everyone.
delighted to welcome you all. I just want to remind everyone that as we
What's up,
proceed
everybody?
with the
What's up,
meeting,
Yessie?
it's
It's
important
only you
that
two.
the council
You and us.
be able to
Oh,
proceed
you and
with
us.
its work
You and I.
without interruption.
You and us.
So I just want to let everybody know that we can't have any shouting out or the
Mr.
sorts of
Herman's
things
there.
that
He's already
might
getting in
delay,
trouble.
or interfere or distract from the council.
He's not going to make it through the end of the day.
pursuant
What's
to
up,
our
Jimmy? What's up,
local-
Al?
our
Chris?
council rules.
Jimmy?
So
Am?
with that, I'm ready
Nin?
to
Sal?
begin.
Turtle?
Madam Clerk,
Nancy?
if we could please call the roll.
Pureblood? Shelley? Desert?
Blumenfield, De Leon, Harris Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Krikorian,
Jimmy,
Lee, McCosker,
Charm,
Park,
Rising,
Price, Rahman,
Mark.
Rodriguez.
There he
Soto
is. Look at him
Martinez,
over there.
Yaroslavsky.
There
10
he is.
members
Look, he's got a
present and
cape.
quorum.
He's wearing an American
Thank you.
flag
Please call
on
your
his
business,
back.
please.
Approval
Mr.
of the
Herman.
minutes of May 24, 2023.
Councilmember Yaroslavsky moves. Councilmember
Wearing an
Rodriguez
American
seconds.
flag
Next.
as of cape.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Councilmember Price
Hi,
moves.
Francie.
Councilmember Hutt seconds. Next. Can we run through the agenda, please?
Thank you. Items 1 through 8 are items for which public hearings have been held. Items 9 through 13 are items for which public hearings have not been held. Please note that no action is required on item 9 inasmuch as the council acted on the budget resolution on May 24.
I don't
10
know,
votes are required for
Yessie. Is it? I mean,
consideration.
is it an American
good.
flag?
Members,
I
those
mean, a
items are
Nazi
now
flag? I
before
didn't
us.
see. I
Are
didn't
there
see a
any
swastika.
items
I
that
thought I
members
saw
would like to
red,
call
white
special?
stripes.
Councilmember Blumenfield.
Stars.
Okay, actually, not for special. An
But
acknowledgement.
you know,
we
my
have
eyes
some
ain't so great.
Special
Kiss?
4th and 5th graders that are here.
I
in the
trust
back
your
of the
opinion over
room.
mine, or your eyes over
The
mine as well.
Canoga Park Village Charter Academy.
Hi,
Wendy
Rob.
Schmave.
Uh-oh,
and
the little
Leadership
kids are
Council
here.
4th and 5th
Hurry up
graders.
and get them out of here, man. Get them little ones out of here. Get the little kids out of here before Mr. Herman starts exploding.
Thank you guys for making the trip from the West Valley.
Thank you very much. And you were all just on TV, so let's see those waves one more time. All right, we're glad to welcome you all to our council chambers. All right. Members, again, any of those items that the clerk indicated are before us, any that you would like to call special?
Well, they're gonna look.
And
They're
Mr.
gonna
Blumenfield, no specials besides your announcement.
they're gonna get everybody honored first
Any
and
other
get the
specials,
hell out of
members?
there before
Going once,
Mr.
going
Herman
twice?
and
I see none.
Mr. Spindler and
So
everybody
on
else
those
goes
items,
off.
let's go ahead and open the roll.
And that would be on items 1 through 8.
On items 1 through 8, let's open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the votes.
11 eyes.
And I think today,
All right.
see, look, it's
with
not,
that,
it's a
before
Turkish
we
flag
go
or
to the
something.
public
It's
comment,
like a Turk
portion
flag. It's
of
not
our
a
meeting,
Nazi flag.
we do have
Did you
a
see?
few presentations, and I'd like
Right?
to
See, it's a
first,
Turkish flag.
call
Okay,
on
yeah,
Councilmember Lee for a very important introduction. Mr.
He's
Lee.
cuckoo, dude. I love him.
Thank you,
dude.
Mr.
He's
President.
just off the wall,
This
dude.
morning
See,
we
look,
signed
look.
an
See, and
MOU
look. Did you
with
see? Did you
the
see him now?
Pusan, City Council
Did you see the
to
stars
further
and
the
stripes he's
relationships
wearing?
that we have
It's either his
with
shirt
one
or
of
his
our most
jacket
important sister
under
cities.
the flag.
I think that we all, want to. be
Allison
more than
Hoover,
just a
thank you so
name.
much,
We want
Allison.
these relationships as sister cities to grow. and
yeah,
be
I think it's a
prosperous for
Turkish flag. I
for
could
both
be
our
wrong.
cities and their city. The Pusan City Council came to Los
But
Angeles.
underneath, he's
and,
got an American like
is really
flag shirt or
doing their
something.
part.
Watch,
and I
you'll
hope that
see.
we can return the favor by doing our part
Confederate?
in this furthering this incredible relationship
We'll
that we
see.
have. If I can have the city council members of Pusan please stand up and be recognized along with their council president, Sungminan.
Yeah, they got to get all these folks honored and out before the madness starts.
We also have one of the most important companies represented in Pusan. We have the chairman of Namsung, Chonguk Choi. Can you please stand up too? Thank you so much for your relationship and what we're doing in education partnerships. We really appreciate that relationship we have. And now, if you allow me, for the council president of Pusan to come and say a few words.
See, look. Oh, damn. See, they keep moving it really
Honorable
fast.
Chairman Paul Craig
They ain't trying to have him on
Korea.
there too long. Jim Eaton, thank you,
Esteemed
Jim.
members of the Los Angeles City Council and the local citizens, I'm pleased to be here today at the LA City Council. We are gathered here in the John Ferraro Council Chamber, named after the remarkable LA Council member. As you may know, he made a visit to the Busan City Council 30 years ago in 1993, where he
Hi,
delivered
Alex.
a well-received speech as the first guest of honor. While there, he expressed gratitude to the Korean community for inspiring LA's culture, beauty, and hoped for deeper relations between our two cities based on our common interest. Today, I wish to extend my deepest gratitude and highest hopes for close relations between Busan and Los Angeles.
High five fan. Hi,
Following
Jenny.
Chairman
Hi, Vid.
Peralo's
Hi,
example,
LBC.
Korea, once one of the world's purest countries, has risen to become the 10th largest economy today. During this country's rise, Busan has transformed into the largest hub as it is home to the world's second largest transshipment port.
What up, GRP?
The city has also earned the title of Asia's best film city and is amazing as a central spot for K-content. Currently, we are busy harnessing all of capabilities with the aim of the hosting to 2030 World Expo, the Cultural Economic Olympics. I believe Korea and Busan are able to stand proudly today due to the United States' commitment to peace, freedom, and the ironclad Korean-U.S. alliance, which is celebrating its 70th anniversary. I wish to express my deepest gratitude and respect to the United States and its people. Together, let us strengthen the bonds between Busan and Los Angeles to create a prosperous and culturally
Mrs. C,
enriched future.
I go today.
Thank you.
I go today to go check the P.O. box. I haven't checked it in the last 3 days, I think.
I'm top player hater
Thank you,
from
Mr.
Korea.
Chairman. And there's
Your riches
no greater
better
ally than
recognize.
South Korea. And we are so proud to be the city that hosts the largest amount of Koreans
That's you,
outside
Lainey, right, or no?
of Korea. And we appreciate
Oh.
this relationship and hope that we
Scared
do
the shit out of me.
so much more together. And we look forward to that. Thank you very much, everyone.
inside the room. Thank you. Why don't you say hi to everybody?
Thank you very much, Councilmember Lee, and Chairman An Sung-min, and to all of the members of the council,
Okay,
the
yeah, yeah.
Metropolitan Council of
I'm so used
Busan.
to the yeah.
We're delighted to welcome you here to our council chambers.
People have a couple
And,
names, it gets
on
me
behalf of the
confused
entire
sometimes.
council, we're looking
Yeah, I'll
forward
check.
to working with you for continued
Today, 'cause I gotta-
friendship and
I
continued
usually check it
prosperity
every 3 or 4
between our
days
two
because I don't
cities,
really get much.
And we wish you all the best in your bid for World Expo 2030, which we're excited to help support. And we know that that will be a big moment for Busan. We hope it will be a big moment for Los Angeles as well. So congratulations and welcome. We're delighted to have you with us.
I just wanted to play my Korean.
next?
I mean, you never really get the Korean drop.
I'm top player hater from Korea. Your riches better recognize.
I mean, how often do I get to use it?
Today represents, I think, a full circle moment for the young people of our city, but even for myself, given my history of what precipitated my interest in wanting to be on the Los Angeles City Council and help be a part of leading change in our city.
Buck nasty.
It was an opportunity more than 30 years ago, actually.
Yes, this woman.
Yeah, I hate to admit how long ago it was. But it was as a senior at San Fernando High School.
just wanna
that
hurry up and
doors
get the
first
young-
opened
the
to
youngins
these
out of there.
Council chambers by a then
And the
Mayor Tom
distinguished
Bradley,
Korean
who
folk.
invited me through his director of youth development in his office, Olivia
packed,
Mitchell.
X, but it's
the
Friday.
opportunity to learn more about
And
local
they're
city
they're
government.
pushing everything in before the
And it was
the
that
holiday weekend.
exposure, and then the succeeding events of the LA riots, and seeing the disparity from my own neighborhood to other neighborhoods across the city, that I chose that I wanted to be part of leading change for our city. And it's always been the young people that have helped to revolutionize and catalyze change, not just here in Los Angeles, but around the world. And it was with that momentum that we together built the Olivia Mitchell Youth Council. It was how, with young people's voices in the city of Los Angeles, that we created the city's first youth development department. Well, this morning I am joined by this inaugural class of young leaders from throughout our city, representing
Thanks
and
again, Jim.
comprising
Oh, look at him
two
back there.
appointees
Look at
from
him back
each
there.
council
He's moonwalking.
we have
He's got a
the
swastika,
inaugural
an
class
American flag
of the
on,
Olivia
and a
Mitchell
Turkish
Youth
flag.
Council. And if you would please help me give
He's
him a round
got
of
all
applause.
three on him while he's moonwalking for the camera behind the kids. What a crazy fuck, dude.
These young folks have been collectively working
What a
together,
crazy fucker
learning
he
more
is,
about
dude.
how our city works and how it functions.
Mental illness, ladies
they
and
have
gentlemen.
been, I mean,
Mental
I've
illness.
spent a lot of time with them, both when they had their first meeting together, convening, once they were first selected through a very competitive process, as many of you know. In fact, I know Mr. Lee's district had, I think, among the highest
Yeah, he's got the
number of
Batman
applicants
mask, a swastika,
to participate
American
in the
flag
Olivia
shirt
Mitchell Youth
with a
Council.
Turkish flag
And
wrapped
so
around
it's been an incredible ride. I think that, as I've engaged
Oh.
with these
Now I know. I'm thinking to myself, why would you have a Turkish flag? Makes sense. The Turks hate the Armenians. The Armenians hate the Turks. Paul Krikorian, the president, he's Armenian. So obviously he'd hate you wearing a Turkish flag.
Mitchell, the patron
Now I
saint of
get
young
it.
people for the city of Los Angeles.
I was sitting here thinking in my head, why would he do it? Huh.
Olivia has been an incredible
wheels were
mentor to so
turning.
many of us, so many that pursue
That's exactly why.
a career and
For
a path
sure.
in public service.
For
but
sure.
she was there for their first inaugural
You're such a
meeting
dick.
to remind them of the incredible opportunity that they were bestowed in this role. And so I'd like to take a moment to turn
I
it
don't
over
see
to
Mr.
ITA to
Spindler,
run
but
a
that
quick
doesn't mean he's not
video,
there. It's
that
packed.
really captures
I don't see
the
Mr.
work
Sachs
of
either,
this
but
youth council.
again, they could both be there. I'm looking all the time. I'm scanning the crowd, and I don't see him. Uh-oh. So we got some music here that's that might be copywritten.
There are too many issues that need
Not
to
really.
be addressed in our city.
Yeah, and you're not doing anything about them. So hopefully the kids will put their little wish wall on there, and we'll take something off the wish wall and get it done. And after we do that one thing off your wish wall, we're going to pat ourselves on the back.
Refine
Through and through, over and over again.
most important things that we need to do to affect change.
Holy shit.
Be unafraid. Speak up.
I should do dub overs for these kids. Just dub over the lectures. How funny would it be if she's really trying to talk to the crowd and it's me dubbed over her and she doesn't understand what's going on? She keeps trying to talk, trying to get her voice out there, but it's my voice saying what everybody should be hearing. The way I interpret it. Oh, it'd be fucking hysterical. It would be great.
So people can feel safe while transporting, but not also kind of criminalizing homelessness.
Oh.
Aren't the end all be all. So the solutions that we're moving towards don't have
You know what's funny? All these people that don't want to criminalize it and all this, that, and the other are the ones who are never affected by the homeless. The freedom fighters are never affected by the homeless. They don't have some homeless guy taking a shit on their lawn or some squatter breaking into their garage or whatever. They don't have to deal with any of that. Right? They're in their cozy little apartment somewhere in Echo Park. You know? It doesn't bother me. It's 3 blocks away. He doesn't bother me. Let them steal your shit. Let them burn your shit. Let them make you walk in the street when you get hit by a car. Let me talk to you and say if you still don't care. You know? So what do you think, Joseph? Do you think I'm right about what I said? Do you think that's the reason why he wore that Turk flag? I mean, I have a lot of Armenian friends, but most of them are like, Lebanese Armenian. I don't think they really care too much. They're from Beirut or whatever. They don't really seem to give a fuck. They're crazy fuckers, but they're not like Russian Armenians. It's different.
One of the important features that we made sure was
It's 100% why you think
about
Bloodbath?
Youth Council was to
All right, we'll turn it back up
provide
now.
a stipend so that we recognize the value of their time. I think so often we ask people to step up and
Do I have
serve in
facts
these,
for what? What are you talking
volunteer
about, Over?
roles, but there are competing interests, and when we want to talk about ensuring full representation,
If you're
when
asking
you
me
have,
over here, what do you?
members of
You're
our
talking to me?
community that can't always afford to avail that time.
have a lot
we
of
have to
Armenian
be
friends.
responsive as a local government to ensure that
See,
all those
Russia one's
pieces are
different.
being
Yeah,
done.
no, for sure.
And
That's
so
what I'm saying.
just,
I
I'm
have friends that
incredibly
are, like I
grateful
said, from
to see
Beirut,
this moment,
that are Lebanese
come
Armenian,
together, that,
and then I
you
have
guys
friends that are
been
like
so
Russian
engaged in this
Armenians.
important work.
They're quite different.
And I just
The ones that
love
are from Lebanon are way
together,
crazier.
Folks, we have not just been, and I
shout out
think
to my
about
boy
so many of
Rafi.
us that have these, we were bestowed these early opportunities to learn about local government, to be involved.
Oh, you're
But
from
keeping the
Baghdad.
door
Okay.
open for the next generations and the next generations to come is one of the obligations and responsibilities
Your
that we
besties,
have.
Armenian.
I said to each of them
Shamoxna?
earlier, I said, it doesn't require you being
Your
on
parents are from Syria
the youth council to be
and
involved
Baghdad.
in your city. And that is something that you all need to remember, and you need to be involved in helping to reach back.
Lebanese
and
hash,
help lift
the
others
hashish,
up.
yes.
That is the responsibility.
They
and
make
the
some of
job
the best
that
hash
comes
in
with the territory.
Lebanon. The Lebanese.
Everyone wants the title, but it's not always
But it's
just in
because
the
they're
title
always
that you
smoking
can
hash.
facilitate
They're not
change.
smoking weed like we
And so I
smoke weed.
wanna
They're
thank
smoking
you all
hash.
for making the commitment to learn
They
more
like the
about your local
shisha.
government. And I just want to say, colleagues, thank you
Oh,
to each of you for your continued support to making sure that the young people of our city have an opportunity and a role to serve and find their voice in a city of 4 million people that doesn't
Armenians
often
own
offer
Glendale.
them
Well, I mean,
the opportunity to be
all my
seen
friends that are
and to be
Armenian don't
heard.
live there.
And so
They
with
all
that,
lived in the San Fernando
I wanna
Valley.
congratulate
But
these young
there are a lot of
civic
people
leaders
that are,
for rolling up
in
their
Glendale
sleeves and
that are
being part
Armenian,
of
for
this
sure.
important journey. And I would like to invite, I know Miss Mitchell is not able to join us this morning, but I would like to invite Abigail Lee to come up and say a few words on behalf of.
Or
the-
Little Armenia. I'm telling you, there's this dude that we used to go to. His name was Sahag, and he'd make the greatest sandwiches, man. Like like a panini kind of sandwich, toasted bread. Oh my God, so good.
District 12 alongside my partner Nirvan. If I could describe the past year with one word, I would use eye-opening. For 17 years of my life, I now realize I had been trapped inside a safe and comfortable bubble surrounded by familiar faces, streets, and stores. But by being part of the Olivia E. Mitchell Council, I've been able to break out of that bubble, meet people from council districts I've never seen before, learn about their communities and their needs, learn about interconnected city workings, and of course, have fun with them. Filming a Protest and Promise episode on Channel 35 in my counselor's office, getting over my seasickness to visit the Port of LA and learn about their inner workings and the beauty of their operations, and reviewing our citywide 3-year strategic plan while holding up a bright orange sign saying great work, everyone.
No, all right. I just, where I went to school, there was a lot of folks, and I had a lot of friends, and some of them were Armenian. And then I had a friend that I still talk to now who called me the other day. We were on the phone. He's Armenian. His name's Rafi. Shout out to you, Raf. You know, and he's got his brothers, Art and Harry, and you know, his cousins, you know, Avo and Hago, they went to school with us too. And then I ended up working for their brother, Paul. Paul was the one that I ended up repossessing cars with. So he was my boss as a repossessor. So, yeah, kind of started eating lemajun and all that other good shit, hanging out with them crazy Armenians from Lebanon.
Thank you so much, and all the best for the future youth council cohorts. I hope you love this family as much as I did. Thank you.
It's a melting pot here, man. That's why I keep telling you.
Thank you, Abigail.
If
and
you
thank
want to
for
hang out
also
with
reminding
anybody
me,
of one race, it's tough.
That, again, colleagues,
If that's
and-
your
and
goal.
Many of us know this. Is
It's a
that,
melting pot.
You know, when we're elected to represent our respective areas, many of us know our areas very well. I've had the privilege of living in the
What do I think
district
of the
that I've
movie
grown-
Rep
you know,
Mac? I'd
that,
never even heard of it.
That representing a district that I've
Zonku
called home
chicken's
my
good.
entire life. And many of us have a deep passion for our own respective communities. But I was just out in San Pedro yesterday. And it wasn't the first time I've been out to San Pedro. I've been many times, but I've been in many parts of the city, and often because of the opportunities that I had to serve. And so it's critically important for us. Oh, Olivia's here. All right, Ms. Mitchell, get over here.
Oh, come on. Let's get to the people already, man.
And many of us, we have this deep passion for
And guys,
our communities.
just to
but-
let you know, we're going to go over today. If Andrew's in the room, Andrew the Amazing, which he should be. Today's over because I've noticed that he's kind of gone under a little bit. So we're going to have to adjust the bar a little bit. The over today will be 15. 15. So get ready. I'm going to ask you as he's walking up.
the dynamics in the inner city of Los Angeles. It's an opportunity to
Yeah,
expose
34
and
is the
share
record,
with
but he
one
got
another
4
with
minutes, I
young
think, that
people
day.
what their experiences are, and break down some perhaps.
He was like a broken record.
misnomers about
I just
what some
like
of
the way he
challenges might
shakes
be
his
in
hand. If you
Sacramento
notice it
Valley,
when he
for
gets
example.
nervous
Everyone has
and
a
doesn't
certain
know what to
perception
say,
of who we
besides
are in the
he
Sacramento
shakes
Valley,
his hand like
and
this.
It's often inaccurate.
Watch
So I
next
think
time.
these
It's like a tick
to
or something.
Exchange with young people in our city for them to get.
A lot of
to
people
share
don't
their
like speaking in
perspectives and their
public, and
life
I get it.
experiences has been an important
I don't like
part
speaking in
of how
public
we're breaking
much.
down
I mean,
the
I do it,
barriers
but
across our city.
I don't like
And
love it.
so, I am so glad that this gem of a lady was able to join us this morning. She's tardy, but that's okay. We give her a pass. None other than, as I like to
she
call
was
her,
tardy.
the patron saint for young people in the city of Los Angeles.
Do you see
Miss
Mr.
Olivia
Herman
Mitchell.
popping up and down? I know you see him. Look, there he goes. He's popping up and down. You know, all you can see is his head. He's wearing the mask. Watch in the back here. Hold on.
But we're still here, and I'm very proud of this first cohort. I try to say to people that even though I helped to create a youth advisory council that we had for 20 years, it was just a mayor's initiative. This is the first one that has been created and staffed and funded by the city itself, by the city council and the mayor, and it is as legitimate as all of the other actions.
Keep it nice, like
And
right around
I'm
here.
Excited. I was there at their first meeting, at their pre-meeting. Lisa and her staff.
See, they're
have
keeping
done
the
a
camera over there
wonderful
because he's
job.
not popping up right now. He's
told people,
behaving.
Everybody kept saying, "Well, Olivia, aren't you going to run that?" No. So I put in my time. Being a part of what's happening with young people is what I'm.
He's
committed
macro
to.
dosing instead of
Officer,
micro. He's
and now
macro dosing.
We have youth councils in each of our
Took
family
3 stems and
service
3
centers,
caps this
and
morning.
I'm trying to help and support those efforts. Civic engagement is my thing. Let me say that yesterday I was with Africa Day.
Uh-oh. Do I have widescreen, guys? If we do,
70%
stay with me.
of the residents in all of Africa, 54 countries were represented, are 25 and under. This is the youth movement. And our commitment, all of you and all of us, is to make certain that these young people are trained well, that they understand public service, that they understand their role and responsibility of being the leaders of the future, and to make certain that the issues around ethnicity and diversity and religion and gender, and all of the kinds of things that we put in front of us will not be in front of them. They will be looking to how they can make their communities better how they can teach people what the 3 colors in the city council flag means, all of those kinds of issues. So I'm really quite proud of cohort number 1 as we move forward. This is my 49th year in city government. This year I celebrated my 80th birthday. And
I don't see him.
I'm glad.
He's
This is
behaving
where
right
we
now,
remain,
or he moved. Maybe he went
in our
outside for a
place
second.
and permanently in our place because they're a part
Went to
of
go
the-
take a
the
piss out
government. So
back.
I'm really very, very happy. I don't plan to leave next week because I'm always rejuvenated and excited that these young people are here, that we're bringing
Where's my
young people
donation bar?
into
Oh, they
our
took it
staff
away,
and our
Hosep.
department and into our city. And
But you can
we wanna
donate
make
through
certain that
Cash
they're
App,
all
PayPal. I
properly
have a link to
trained.
those.
Thank you very much.
Like Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. It's in the link tree right there.
Thank
But they
you so
took the
much,
other ones
Olivia.
away.
And,
Look at
you
the
know,
blue hat
colleagues,
guy.
again,
What's he up to?
This inaugural
zoot suiter?
cohort has done tremendous work. You know, Olivia was not shy about reminding them of the incredible responsibility that they have and what this role provides them. I think as coined by Peter Parker's uncle, with great power comes great responsibility.
Peter Parker, wasn't that
And so I want to
Spider-Man?
thank you all for understanding
Wasn't
the
that
importance
Spider-Man's
of that
nice?
in your respective roles. And be bold, organize, and go make change for our city. Congratulations on this incredible accomplishment.
Can you give
I'm proud of you.
kisses and love? Only you get to give the kisses and love?
Congratulations to all of you. And who's the little guy in the front here? He's a future youth council member, I think. Well, congratulations to all of you, and we look forward to seeing all of you advancing in your careers and developing into the future leaders of our city. We're looking forward to seeing you back here again many times. Thank you all very much. Thank you, council member.
All right, let's get the kids
All right,
up out of
with
here.
that, we're going to begin to take
Public comment. Let's get it,
And,
dog.
If I could ask the clerk and the city attorney to please read out the instructions for public comment. And then when they're done, I'm going to call out some names. And as I call your name, I'd like to ask you to make your way to the left-hand side of the chamber so the sergeants can direct you to the podium. Madam Clerk.
Madame Clerk.
Thank you. As indicated on the agenda,
Madame
members
Clerk.
of the public wishing
Really?
to offer
Springtime,
public
you're
comment
wearing
should
a
call
turtleneck?
669
I was a little chilly, but really?
And use meeting ID number 160-535-8466
guys wanna call in right there.
and press pound.
Right here.
Then press pound again when prompted for
Call in,
participant
right there's
ID.
the number.
Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press star 6 to unmute. Let me repeat, call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466 and press pound. Then press pound
That's a
again when
different one,
prompted
Wolf.
for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press star 6 to unmute. Thank you.
To the members of the public calling in,
Oh,
when it is
that-
your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you would like to speak on. You have 1 minute per item to speak, up to 3 minutes total, and 1 minute for general public comment if you wish.
Eddie, he's pretty
Speak
much
to
back
the
to normal,
items
knock on
before
wood, you know?
beginning general public
Accident
comment.
here or there, but-
We will tell you when your time is up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not speaking on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are speaking on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the president. If you do not immediately get clearly on topic,
And I mean
or
fucking
again,
immediately.
stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time,
That's it.
and we will move on to the next speaker.
You hear me?
The items open for public comment are 10
I think
through
she's on
13.
vacation, DS. It's good to see
For
you.
members of the public calling in to speak, we have slightly new procedures. When it is your turn to speak,
Caller.
an automated message from Zoom will prompt you to press *6 to unmute yourself.
She's boning on the
If you
beaches
do not
of,
do so, council staff will
Waikiki
prompt
right
you
now
once more.
with her boyfriend.
If you do not
know it.
immediately unmute yourself when prompted by staff, you
They
will
are a
forfeit your
wagon
time
train. They're
and
way
we will
too
move
small
on
for
to the
his
next
head.
speaker.
Like he needs longer
Finally,
glasses. They're
if you
bent
are also
sideways like
listening
that.
to the council meeting on your computer,
Like the stems.
channel 35, or another device, please turn down the volume on
You
those
know that
devices
all of them are straight
immediately
bent
when it
within
is
the
your
first
turn to speak.
10 minutes of him wearing
Because
his glasses.
of feedback and a time delay between the live meeting
Anybody
and the
else tries to
broadcast,
put them
it
suckers
will
on,
cause a lot of
even if you're the
confusion
same
if you
prescription, it don't
continue
matter.
to listen on your
Won't
other
fit on your
devices.
head.
Also,
You have to duct tape
please
it.
keep an ear to the phone while waiting for your turn to speak.
Or use
Thank
some
you.
clear packing tape so that way you can see through it.
Very good. Thank you very much. So as I call out names, I'd like to ask that you move to the left-hand side of the council
I mean, his head is
chambers,
it is
so
kind
that
of a
you'll be
bucket.
prepared to speak.
Kind of has a
and
bucket
then the
head.
sergeants will
Some
be
people
directed
like
to the
that. You
podium.
know, he's
So I'd
probably
like to
got
call
like a,
Dorian
his new
Bennett,
era hat. His
Janie
fitted new era
Burns,
is like a 10 and
Baltasar
3/4 or some shit.
Feda Oiso. Herman.
Oh, Mr. Herman. Viewer discretion is advised, guys, when Mr. Herman comes up.
Haffa David. Stacy Segarra Bollinger.
Oh, Stacy Cigar. We're going to get some songs up in this joint. Up. Mr.
Thank you,
Herman.
Speaker. If you could please remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items that you would like to speak on.
My name is Baltazar Fedelizo.
Baltazar. I like that name.
The items I want to speak on are homeless.
So, general public comment.
I think they call him Balti.
Yes, I'd like to speak to about a gas station on 1100 MLK owned by Dorian Bennett. He's a
Yeah,
victim
man,
of
Trees. He's wearing a
predatory
10 and
loan,
5/8.
loans, and he's subject to lose his gas station. He's the only black-owned landowner with a business on MLK from the Harbor Freeway to Century Boulevard. And myself and Janie Burns are advocating for him on his behalf because he's up against a deadline. I'm using the weight I have as a congressional candidate for the 37th District to pull all I can to help him out on his bid to save his gas station. And I appeal to the council if there's anything they can do to help Dorian Bennett and Nature's Hotline, who's been in business for 52 years at the same location at 1458 MLK, that they do so. Again, my name is Baltazar Fedelizo, and I look forward for any assistance the council can give us.
Baltazar Fedelizo. Look,
Thank
look
you.
what do you call it there? The news is there for some
Is
reason.
Dorian Bennett here?
Some sort of news crews, camera crews.
Janie Burns.
Love it when they film Mr. Herman. Oh, this
Thanks,
is why.
Herman.
This is why. Weren't they supposed to come out and do
Morning,
their shit
Speaker.
already?
Which items would you
Did
like
they
to
forget
speak
about
on?
these homies out back?
Excuse me, are you speaking to me, sir? I will speak on all items
Viewer
I
discretion.
signed up on and non-agenda public comment.
So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Goddamn right.
Your discretion is advised, everybody.
So, item 10. Miss Hutt and Mr. Dawson, the Chongo of CD10, are talking about the 2023 trimming service. Well, look around this shithole city and you see the trees need pruning and trimming, and our sidewalks are uplifted by your tree roots. 42 USC 1983, Mr. Attorney Faggot. Listen. Now, number 11, regarding Mr. Yorolowski and the goddamn Lee who went to Vegas. Let's talk about 2022 regarding a transfer of Council 5 neighborhood service enhancements. But they're just funds. And we already know that you criminals have been stealing from the public, right? There's not enough money to clean your streets, pick up the chanchero. No, that's why your streets look like the ghettos of East Los Angeles. Niggas, now you know. Then on item number 12, regarding snitches get stitches. If you're a snitch, they will not protect you. You will automatically get harassed, intimidated, and become another target of a violent death. So the city of Los Angeles under Michael Jackson says, council file number for the record 210010 SU Suck 506 for an additional period of 6 months. Publication, a reward, and your measly life is $50,000. My life costs more than those fucking Armenians who take over other people's countries. Then we go to item 13. Down to my closing 50 seconds. Miss Rodriguez, moo, 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 moo. Where are you, moo, moo, moo? Regarding the approval of your mayor who does not provide you with a service. Persons responsible for the death of Miss Sanchez, that's a service, however. Simplify, faggot, listen. Snitches get stitches, bitches. Now to my public comment. God hates you. God hates you. Because the book of Romans, simplify, faggot attorneys, and your former friends of DWP that ripped off the American people hate you too. We're sick and tired of being ripped off. We're tired of you as an elected official, Mr. Attorney. Pasty piece of shit, rubber stamping, one after another. The reasons why we have you a criminal. A criminal, sir. Because you protect these motherfuckers who rip us off daily, right, Bob? And vote for Kevin DeLeon. Why do I say vote for Kevin DeLeon? Because Kevin DeLeon got balls. He stands up to that faggot, goat, pussy-ass rubber stamp Armenian, 42 U.S.C. 1983. Fuck you!
Next speaker.
He said, pasty piece of shit. I'm a pasty piece. Look
Next
at
speaker.
his face. He's already sweating. Look at his face. He's not happy.
All right. Candido, Johnny G, Patty Lopez, Jonathan Hernandez, Patricia, and Consuelo Barragan. Please make your way
Hopefully
over to the left.
Consuelo's a little nicer to him.
Hey, what's good?
Hey, what's
Good
good?
morning. If you could please remind us of
Hey,
the name
what's
that
good?
you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
No, I'm just kidding. Hoffa David. It's like affidavit. Come on. Y'all legal people. I signed up for all available items, which, was it 9 or is it 10 through 13?
10 through 13.
Gotcha. That and public comment.
So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you. You have a very strong voice. Item 10, tree trimming services. I don't
There goes
know.
the
It's just
banda.
disappointing to see Heather Hutt's name on motions when she was just appointed. She didn't even get elected, and the people deserve more representation than that.
You guys aren't going to play today.
Item
We've decided.
12. Why do we have so much money for a police budget that's like bleeding members and they had their lowest count ever, and we're asking the public to help us with like their work and giving really expensive rewards for that? Like the 50 grand doesn't sound like a lot to some people, but that's a lot of fucking money. 50 grand would set me for rent for like 4 years.
It's going to be great
and
for
I
their
think you could save
band
a lot
video.
of money if you just cut back on the police budget a little bit instead of like buying a bunch of expensive toys that sit in a lockbox. You wouldn't have to pay out 50 grand for a bounty on somebody if you didn't spend like fucking $6 billion on toys that they don't even get to use because there's not enough of them to use them. What a fucking joke. Item number 13. Another bounty, I guess, for somebody who killed someone. For the death of Justice Sanchez. That's horrifically poetic, considering justice and democracy and all those other fucking words we love to throw around as Americans die in here every week. Well, I still got 40 seconds for the items. McCosker's name is on item 13. That's a pretty cool name, except I heard he was like a LAPPO type dude or something. I don't know, police union guy. That's cool, except the police are union busting unionizers. This is vague language here on item number 11. It says, make any technical corrections or clarifications as necessary to the above fund transfer instructions in order to effectuate the intent of the motion. That's vague as fuck.
Thanks, Phil. Appreciate the dono,
General
Phil.
public comment. So they've been screening speakers and callers here. Paul Krikorian, Bobble, whoever he's got working the phones here. They've been screening speakers and callers. They screen speakers at the in chambers. They don't want certain people to speak. That's a violation of so many fucking things.
Brown Act.
When I come here on Fridays, I stand up in solidarity with the fist, which has been known since before I was born as a symbol of black solidarity. Okay? They changed the camera so you can't see that while their phone calls are going. I think that's really fucking funny. They arbitrarily limit public comment, which is hilarious when they put like fucking 6 presentations, bands back to back. Monica Rodriguez has another fucking ska band for us to listen to. Ska's like the worst genre of music of your lifetimes. And how dare you beat the drums of the people in the resistance on Cinco de Mayo? How dare you bring in all that shit when you guys step on the people every fucking day? The people will rise, La Raza will rise, Los Angeles will rise, and we'll take.
Thank you. Your time has expired.
They
Your time has
unplugged him.
expired. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We
Next
don't give a
speaker,
shit. Move on. Yeah, that's going to be great for the band video. Mr. Herman screaming all of what he said in their
Good morning.
video.
If you could please remind us of the name. that
Great
you signed
video
up
for the
under
band.
and the items you would like to speak on.
Stacy Segura Bollinger. I'd like to speak on items 12, 13, and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you. Items 12 and 13 are cash prizes for people to do the LAPD's job for them. Because apparently, despite having the largest budget of any agency, more artillery than any agency, more tools at their disposal than any agency, including a
Look at him back
automated
Put his fist up.
quadruped that can take payloads of what? I don't know, weapons grade food and water. I guess we need these tools and funding to help the best funded agency, because why? They can't do their jobs with what they have. So I think it's interesting that the solution is to pit members of already disenfranchised and marginalized communities against one another in hopes that they can get a little money, and then, as a previous speaker said, be targeted and threatened because the LAPD and the
Speaker,
city.
I'm not sure which item you're speaking on, but
I'm speaking on items 12 and 13. These are rewards for snitches, basically. Those are the items I'm speaking on.
It's like, okay, go carry on.
Thank you. Reclaiming my time. So as someone said, oftentimes when someone participates in these reward programs, they're promised protection and then they don't get it. So their lives are threatened. They're not safe because, as we know, based on the data we have, the LAPD doesn't keep people safe. Police don't keep people safe. They don't prevent crime. They show up after it happens. What's your problem, Monica? Why don't you like what I'm saying? I'll move on to general public comment. I just want to point out that an abuse tactic that domestic abusers use is they'll acknowledge wrongdoing and they'll apologize for it, but then they don't change their behavior and make you the problem when you won't move on and you want them to live up to what they said they were going to do. The city is still reeling and suffering deeply from the revelation of what happened in that meeting. The city, your constituents all desperately need for you to resign. We need a resignation. It's on you, Paul Krikorian. I must reiterate as clearly as I can. Kevin, just resign.
Oh, man, she held that note, too. She tried to show you she got range. case there's some like producers watching or something.
Candido Maris, item 12 and 13, and public comment.
Okay, you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you, sir. First, I want to submit paperwork to the officer. I'd like to submit this. Please.
Great voice for killing locusts,
12
maybe.
and 13 are rewards. You know how many? I've been here 34 years. Thank you, sir. And in 34 years, you know how many rewards that have been offered? My question is anything done about them? Is anybody arrested? I would hope that you folks come back and let us know what really happens with those rewards. Is there anything that the family gets and they know that the person who committed the crime were caught? All I ask you is put your name in there, put your family member's name, and would you want them caught? Would you want something really done to make sure that that person is apprehended? Let's go on to public comment. I submitted a paper that I will be doing a lie detector test because, again, today we had another assault. Camille and Miss Dumont, the two ladies who insult the black community by trying to represent them. You know, I really would love for them to shut their mouths because they don't represent the black community. They insult the black community. And so these people have to be held accountable. I will take the lie detector test. I will ask her to pick whoever she wants because truth, as Abraham Lincoln said, is the best fight against slander. And that's what these two ladies are doing.
Right now.
And Mr. Bobble, I'm sorry. Oh, he's not here. But I want to apologize. He and I have never gotten along. But you know what? You have to have respect for each other. Otherwise, we have nothing. We have nothing if we don't try to respect each other. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Candido. Next speaker, please.
Thank you, Candido. Yeah, well, his shoulder's still pretty messed up, apparently. He's still offering the 10 grand to Stacy Cigar Bollinger, who just sang, and the other old lady for the lie detector test.
You could please remind us of the
Is he a
name that you
zoot
signed
suiter?
up under and the items you would like to speak on.
Bro, that
Johnny
hat.
G, general public comment.
Johnny G.
Okay, you have 1 minute for general public comment.
Good morning, council members. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Hopefully, this weekend. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Hopefully, the movie Fast and Furious and Dodge commercials will not inspire someone to speed and take someone's life. It is so tragic that we have to fear that stupid movie like Fast and Furious and Dodge Hornet commercials, which can take someone's life. I pray that you're safe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Could you imagine taking your time going across
Good
the
morning.
city
If you could
to
please
tell them
remind us
that?
of the name that you signed up
you
under and
imagine?
the items you would like to
Could
speak
you imagine?
Sí, mi nombre
You
es
must hate
Patti
every
Lopez,
Dodge he
former
sees.
assembly
Yes.
member
Hello.
for the District 39.
My name is
It's a
Patti
damn
Lopez. I'm a
Dodge.
former
Mi
assemblywoman
comentario
for
va a ser en
District 39,
español.
and I'd like to give my comments in Spanish.
Fucking Dodgers.
Estoy aquí
Fucking Dodge.
porque hay una situación crítica con los negocios del Valle de San Fernando, Distrito 7 y Distrito 6.
I'm here because there's a critical situation in the San Fernando Valley
Los
with business in
inmigrantes
District 7 and District 6.
que tienen negocios no se les está dando la ayuda necesaria. Yo-
Immigrants with businesses are not giving sufficient aid.
Yo como representante que estuve en el gobierno sé el proceso y los dirijo a las oficinas correspondientes.
As an assembly representative that's been in government, I know the process, and I can direct them to the corresponding offices.
Cuando les cierran las puertas,
When they close their doors down,
cuando los mandan a otra oficina,
or when they send them to other offices,
la burocracia es muy grande aquí en la ciudad de Los
the
Ángeles.
bureaucracy is so great here in the city of Los Angeles.
Esta es mi primera vez que vengo aquí.
This is
Mi
my first
tiempo es
time
muy
here,
valioso.
and my time is so valuable.
Siempre representaré a los
But I
inmigrantes
will always represent
con
immigrants
mucho orgullo.
proudly.
Tristemente,
And sadly,
tenemos representantes latinos aquí
we do have some Latino
que
representatives
les da
here
vergüenza ser latinos,
who are even
que no hablan
ashamed to
español.
be Latinos that don't even speak
Cuando
Spanish.
los elegimos,
And we have selected them.
cuando los elegimos que nos
We've
representen,
elected them to represent us.
comienzan con sus políticas.
But they start their own
Cuando yo
politics.
hablo a tu oficina para
When-
que me des
when I call your
certificados,
offices
no son para
to
mí,
try to get
son
certificates
para la gente inmigrante
that
que
are not for
trabaja.
me, myself, they're for these
Pon tus
immigrants,
políticas a un lado.
working people.
Las Campañas
politics
terminaron,
aside.
ahora hagan su trabajo como servidores públicos.
Your campaign is over. Now you're elected and do your job as a
Somos
civil
mujeres
servant.
latinas.
Latina
Representemos con
women,
orgullo.
we should represent with
Y no
pride.
vergüenza.
We should never be
Gracias.
ashamed of ourselves.
Lobster, the problem with that is,
Thank
remember,
you.
Armenians,
Next speaker,
the
please.
Russian Armenians speak Russian. Then you have Lebanese Armenians that are speaking Lebanese, and some of them speak Turkish. They do. You know? Because they've been around Turks.
Good morning.
You know,
My name's
not
Jonathan
that they like
Hernandez,
them,
and
but
I'm here
they,
for general
you
public
know, some
comment.
of them know. So, depends on
You
which
have 1 minute for general public comment.
You'd have 3 translators.
Good morning, council members. I am a business owner, property owner in the San Fernando Valley, District 7. I'm just here to ask Monica Rodriguez for her help and support and representation in a matter that's impacting Latino businesses, immigrant small businesses, with the lack of bilingual and Spanish-speaking employees, agents, and the Department of Building and Safety. I've brought a letter that I've submitted to the city's clerk's office that I'd like to submit, stating our position in recent events, and I'd like to thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Rodriguez. Sir? Sir?
Sir? Yes, I'm not sure who at Building and Safety you've spoken to, but my staff is actually sitting right there. Monica Benavides can speak to you, whichever language you prefer, and can assist with any of your needs. You just got to reach out to the office, but we're happy to take whatever materials you have to facilitate that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Next speaker, please.
No, I don't see Mr. Sachs or Mr. Spindler. Doesn't mean they're not
Could
on the
please
phone.
remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like
I know
to speak
Mr.
on?
Spindler calls in all the time. so.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Consuelo Barragán y mi comentario es en español.
Good morning. My name is Consuelo Barragan. I'll do my public comment in Spanish.
Yo estoy aquí para pedirles a todos los concejales que nos den su ayuda para poder mantener las puertas abiertas de nuestros negocios.
I'm here to ask the council members to please assist us in keeping our business doors open.
Porque como yo, hay muchos otros negocios en mi distrito que están teniendo los mismos problemas.
Like me, there are other business people in this district that have similar problems.
Y aquí tengo una carta para todos los miembros.
I have a letter here to present for the members.
The sergeant will take.
No, ahorita
your
lo
letter.
tomará el sargento, señora, su carta.
Okay,
Gracias.
thank you. Gracias.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Señora, haga usted.
All right. I will be calling some more names for public comment, but before I do that,
the band coming
I
in?
believe we're going to take a brief break in public comment.
What?
So that Councilmember Lee
Can
if I
bring
can
in the band that
find
we
there
forgot
he is.
about.
Councilmember Lee would like to introduce some very special guests, and then when we conclude that presentation, we'll come back to public comment. Councilmember Lee.
So let me
Thank
guess.
you, Council
They
President,
brought him in.
Kokorian, and thank you to colleagues. Today's a very special day here at
Idiots.
City Hall. I'm honored to lead this very special presentation. Today's
Looks like a mariachi
celebration is rooted in something that is quintessential to our city, and that's the Mexican people and their culture. And so, without further ado, I'd love the band to come in.
Hey, let's go. I'm ready. Come on, man. Switch the camera angle so we can see him. The sound guy's killing them now. Who's rolling in? Is that the singers rolling in? Hi. Hold on. Hold on. It's gonna get a little too loud, guys. We're gonna turn it down a little. Did you say talking about his pistol?
Sé que el alcohol me hace daño, pero ya lo perdoné. ¿Dónde me siento yo? 2, 3 días anduve triste, maldito te olvidé. Pa' tomar
Grupo Firme.
Pa' tomar quería un pretexto y contigo lo
The Fine Group?
encontré. véndanme una llenadera porque dicen mis amigos que no tengo. Si de batallar se aprende, yo contigo me gradué. Un día pensé en perdonarte, pero no más lo pensé.
I like the guy in the low who's just singing to no mic. Him right there in the spotted shirt. He's got no, just singing out loud, no mic. Bollered up.
Ay, vaya. No, acá.
This shit is great. That's Grupo Firme.
Gracias. ¿Cómo están?
Hey, look, they're bringing on the ladies.
Hola, hola.
The ladies are in love.
Buenos días. El compa Lee.
Colleagues, we are delighted to have a Grupo Firme with us today.
Grupo
And obviously, when
Firme.
you think of, John Lee and Grupo Firme, it's obviously
Firme.
it's an obvious thing that I'm sure that first combination that
Grupo
everyone
Firme.
thinks of when bringing Banda
Dude, he's got a
to the
fucking
city council
dope
here in the
Edgar
city
back
of
there. You
Los
seen
Angeles,
homeboy with the fucking Edgar?
which really goes to
Got the
show
zero cut with the puff on
specialness
top.
of the city of Los Angeles, where
Got the
we have
curly
so many
Edgar
cultures,
going.
where we celebrate so many things. I am so proud to have a friend of a
Why
friend
have
who
they
knows
not? There
somebody,
they
and
go. Look at
able to
homeboy
bring
right
this
here.
incredible group that has
Look at
sold out
homeboy's hair
SoFi
back there. It
and
looks
is
like two
performing
guys, but it's
tomorrow,
not. It's
Saturday.
He's standing behind the other guy. He's got an awesome dude. This guy right there. Come on,
Grupo
man.
Firme
Grupo Firme.
is a banda that has been breaking barriers by reaching success that is comparable by few. They've crossed over
Firme.
genres and fan bases because they don't go about things following a very linear path. They carve out their way forward, and their success has explained the name Grupo Firme beyond Mexico, making huge waves in the United States and beyond, to the point where they casually enjoy
Enough, dude. I've never
over
heard of them.
16 million monthly listeners on
That's a lot.
Spotify.
16
are
million
right
every
behind
month.
us.
That's a lot. They're doing things.
They are Latin Grammy award-winning musical act
There you
who
go.
combine traditional
Won the
music
Latin
with
Grammys.
pop and urban elements. They are the third Musica Mexicana act to have a song in the Billboard Hot 100 in the song Supérame. Yeah. They're the first banda ensemble to play
They should put
Coachella,
Stacey
the first
Cigar
banda
Bollinger
ensemble
in
to
the
do
group.
A U.S. stadium tour.
They
And
should
if you've
jump
been
her
paying
in.
any attention, they've been on a tear through the city recently as they prepare for their upcoming concert that I mentioned earlier tomorrow at SoFi. I know we're all excited with anticipation, so without further ado, I'd like to officially welcome the
Billboard
group
hits too.
and
Yeah,
invite.
I don't know.
Who am I-
Look at guys. Look at Johnny G in the back. You see the blue hat all the way in the back? Look at him. 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 Look at Johnny G in the back.
Quiero agradecer
Look at Johnny G getting that
de la ciudad
pick.
de Los Ángeles por este recibimiento al compa Lee. Al compa Lee.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the city of Los Angeles very, very much.
Dude, they're all iced up. Look at how icy they are. dude.
Somos mexicanos
Yes,
cumpliendo
sir.
nuestros sueños.
We're Mexican.
Nosotros somos
We
y
come here
representamos
to fulfill
orgullosamente
our
cada uno de
dreams.
ellos.
We've come to
Edwin,
represent
Grupo
proudly
Firme.
Johnny,
each one of us. Edwin, John,
Abraham,
Abraham,
Joaquín,
Joaquin,
mi compa Telles, el Dylan, mi compa Fito y
Telles,
mi brother Edwin.
Damn, how
amigo.
many? It's like Slipknot.
Somos
There's like 12 in the
orgullosamente
group.
el sueño americano.
Damn, they're like
Nosotros
Slipknot.
también.
They each make
The
$4
American
bucks.
Queremos decirle a todos los
Nah, Slipknot makes a lot of
mexicoamericanos,
money.
and we'd like to say
Sí
to
se
all
pudo.
Mexican Americans, yes, you can.
Orgullosamente podemos decir que cumplimos nuestros sueños y
Proudly,
somos representantes
we
de ese
have
sueño
fulfilled
americano y
our
gracias
dreams.
a
We're
este país
representing the
lo cumplimos.
American
Muchas
dream.
gracias.
And thank you to this country, everyone here. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Yes, sir.
So I'm guessing they're the
Este sábado
group.
vamos a cumplir una meta, un
And the
logro.
other guys are the
El
band?
estadio más hermoso de Los
Those are the
Ángeles,
band?
el
That's
SoFi
the band?
Stadium.
Is a great stepping
Vamos a
stone.
romper récords.
Sophie
y es
Stadium.
gracias a
Bro,
ustedes.
We're gonna break
How are they
records.
making any money?
Viva Estados
Thanks to you.
Unidos. Gracias.
Arriba Mexico.
You don't know who Slipknot is?
So,
You
colleagues, I'm
look it
proud
up,
to
buddy.
announce Grupo Firme Day, and I'd like to present this to Israel and the band. Congratulations on selling out SoFi and for the incredible.
But put a
music that
K
you
in
bring.
front of the N.
Today is Grupo Firme Day in the city of Los Angeles.
Muchas gracias.
And Mr. Lee, I'd like to first of all. First of all, you're right. None of us really think of you as a big banda fan. We think of you more as a ranchera kind of guy. So, with that, I'd like to call on Councilmember De Leon.
Thank you very much, Council President Corcoran. ¡Que viva el Grupo Firme! ¡Y que viva Tijuana! Isael, Edwin, Johnny, pues gracias, ¿no? Porque ayer estuvimos dando la vuelta, ¿no? En el vecindario de la colonia
Tijuana.
Boyle Heights, que sale siendo la colonia con el mayor
Used to be
número
fun
de
to go there.
mexicanos fuera de la República Mexicana.
Boyle Heights
También, como ya saben muy bien,
continues to
que
be
los mexicanos
one of the greatest places with the majority of Mexican American people outside of
Look
Mexico.
at Johnny G back there,
dejaron su
guys.
país de origen cruzando frontera
Look at Johnny
Mexicans
G.
have to leave their country of origin and cross this border
en
Remember,
busca
guys,
del
Fast
sueño
and
dorado.
Furious.
to come here
Don't
looking
drive
for this
fast.
golden dream.
Como ustedes,
Yes, just like you.
no pidiendo limosna, no,
And we're not begging, no sir.
pero trabajando con el sudor de su frente,
No, we work hard with the sweat from our own brow.
como Grupo Firme.
Yes, sir.
No,
Firm.
y
Firmly.
nos sentimos colectivamente honrados, ¿no? Por su presencia,
We're all,
Isael y
we're all
Edwin y
very,
Johnny,
very proud of you being here, Isael,
porque
Johnny.
ustedes son
your
muchachos
presence.
humildes de la colonia de Otay, también en Tijuana.
You guys are such humble people from these colonies.
Y gracias a
Tijuana.
nuestro compañero coreano americano
Thank
John
you.
Lee también,
Thank you for
que es
Mr.
pura
John Lee,
tambora y
presenting
ranchera también el John Lee.
Look at homeboy's
John Lee
fucking
is
Edgar,
puro
dude. I'm
Así que
telling you, he's
gracias,
got a puffy
muchachos, y te
Edgar.
deseamos
Look,
lo mejor éxito
Yes, sir.
right there.
este sábado. Más de 75
sweet
mil
one. Look at
personas van a llegar a
We
la
wish you
Anfitrión
great
de
success
SoFi.
this weekend. Over
Porque el Grupo
75,000
Firme
people will be at the SoFi
Triunfa
Stadium.
aquí en California y los Estados Unidos. Gracias a
Grupo
todos,
Firme
en
is
solidaridad.
successful here in California and LA. We're in solidarity with all you.
Yeah, Al, he has no shame for sure.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Thank you.
Mr. Herman's gone.
Councilmember Rodriguez.
Melanie, I
Thank
mean,
you, Mr.
I don't know if he's still
Gregorian.
in there, but he already spoke. He may have already left. I don't see him in the chambers.
Felicidades. Es con mucho orgullo que ustedes están aquí con nosotros celebrando el Día del Grupo
Congratulations.
Firme aquí en la ciudad de Los
We're proud
Ángeles.
to celebrate Grupo
Hello,
Firme
sir.
Day here in the city of Los Angeles.
You know, as the daughter of Mexican immigrants, it's a very special day for us to really recognize how incredible the power of the Latino community is here in Los Angeles. It is this band, it's not a surprise that here in the city of Los Angeles that this band can be so catalytic in generating the
Converter?
highest grossing ticket sales of any concert in the Southern California region. And that speaks to the power of the Latino community here in Los Angeles. Aquí tenemos las joyas divinas del Valle, the folklorico group in my community.
Los Buenos
Stand up,
Días
girls.
del Valle, un grupo folclórico de mi comunidad.
It's incredibly important that here in our city we recognize who we represent. These are the
Thanks, Paul
individuals that
Gooch.
galvanize and empower our community, and I'm just so thankful to you, Mr. Lee, for bringing them in, for recognizing that Korean Americans too need to be celebrating Latino culture here in the city of Los Angeles. Felicidades. Thank you so much. Buena suerte. Thank you for all you do to keep us entertained and to keep our community traditions alive. Gracias.
Absolutely, Paul, as I always do. Because people get it twisted.
Felicidades
between
a todos
Veterans
y
and Memorial Day.
bienvenidos. Y gracias
Paul.
por su música feliz. Councilmember Lee, thank you very much.
Turn into a party in there. They turned it down, just so you know. That's not me. That's so their mics don't get absolutely blown the fuck out. The sound man's trying to contain it right now, so the only way he can do it is almost mute it completely because it's that loud. I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's crazy when you have like a 15-piece band and then you got 9 dudes in the band. Like, dude, what is their tour bus situation like? Come on. I mean, dude, they got like 5 tour buses. No joke. And then they got a trailer with all a couple semis that carries all their fucking equipment. It's a lot of dudes. It's a lot of equipment.
Okay, we'll need to clear the aisle so we can resume
thanks.
public comment. So, folks, if you can please exit to the side.
Damn, she got a big booty.
If you're going to give autographs, please do it at the side.
Look at the booty on the girl in the white. Jesus.
I got a booty.
Fucking got a huge butt. Oh, I want them autographs. Give me them autographs.
Okay. And as they're moving,
She got a big booty.
moving to the side, I'm going to call a few more speakers. Arnold Sachs, Mr. G, Adam Sappenfield, Aya Stevenson, Ariel A, and Carmen Resendis.
Oh boy, we're getting Arnold Sachs, baby. Mr. Sachs is in the house and he'll be speaking. Shit, yeah. So we've got Mr. Herman. Here comes only we haven't heard Donald Harlan or Mr. Spindler, but does not mean that they're not on the phone. Mr. Spindler calls in an awful lot, and I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Harlan's there and they may just let him speak here. It might have.
Sir,
no,
give us just one more minute.
It wasn't
I'm
for
sorry.
Memorial
We
Day.
have to move our guests, please.
No,
along
they don't
so that we
celebrate
can hear
the
from
fallen
the
vets.
public.
Apparently drunk. It's more important to, they're busy with the kids this morning. The Koreans veterans there the Korean Community Center there, and then the Grupo Firme coming in. So there's your 3. Yeah. So as far as the fallen that have sacrificed their lives for our
All right. Thank you all
freedom.
very much. Next, let's
No.
go ahead and bring up our next speaker, please.
None of that. Maybe on Tuesday.
Good afternoon.
Day after.
Good morning. My name is Adam Sappenfield.
Oh.
I'm the president of the United States Sun, Adam Sappenfield, and I'm
He's a
here
Biden.
addressing you again today, intent on keeping focus into the public corruption, which is running rampant in the county of Riverside. Differing political views caused me and my wife to become victims of countless crimes committed against us at the direction of the Republican Party. We have not a single online account that has not been compromised. Some are completely lost. My current accounts with Uber are deliberately being denied the ability to generate income. Family of ours have been murdered, while still now Riverside Sheriff Coroner Chad Bianco refuses to officiate the final wishes of those we lost. Chad Bianco and Karen Spiegel together sold away their identities, and we are being extorted by these two, and we need help. The support of the council here has not gone unnoticed, and now after contacting the state bar, our hope for justice has solidified. Those interested in contacting us should message me, Adam Sappenfield, on Facebook or by emailing riversidecorrupt@gmail.com. Thank you.
He sounds like a Biden to me. Sounds like most Democrat liberals that I know.
Andrade,
What's the problem here?
Chelsea Rosales.
What's the problem here?
Emotional damage. Haragui, Dorian Bennett, please.
Yeah.
Next speaker,
I
please.
loved when he said he was murdered. Him and his girlfriend were murdered, but yet he was sitting there talking right in front of us. I don't know if she was. Maybe she was, and he got confused. I don't know. I don't know. It's funny though also that Biden's son lives in Riverside, California. Of all places,
Morning,
Riverside.
Speaker.
Riverside.
Good afternoon. My name is Cecilia
Okay.
Andrade.
Y soy miembro de Familias Unidas, la lucha del pueblo, que de Boyo High, el este de Los Ángeles, Boyo High.
I'm a member of United Families and fight for the town in Boyle Heights, East LA.
Y estoy aquí para hablar sobre la ordenanza contra el acoso de inquilinos.
I'm here to speak about Tahoe, the ordinance against harassment to tenants.
Ever been to Riverside,
Un
Canalove?
acoso contra los
Canalove?
inquilinos porque no podemos pagar la renta o es demasiado caro. Es muy alto el costo y es muy difícil encontrar un hogar, una casa.
They
Yo
have been harassing tenants, and it's very difficult for us to find homes because the costs are so expensive.
Yo estoy en esa situación
Look it up,
desde
Canna.
hace
I want you
año
to
y medio.
open up a separate page and
que,
Google.
No es por falta de pagar renta.
Take a look at some
es
images
por
and tell me
falta
what
de
you
un
see.
cortocircuito.
Then tell me
y
if
el
you think the
dueño me ha
president's
estado
son would live there.
acosando, que me salga y yo no he encontrado un hogar.
I've been in this situation for a year and a half. The owner, the proprietor, has been harassing me, asking me to leave, and it's not that I haven't paid my rent.
I drove
it's
through
a
it fast.
short-circuit issue. Other issue.
He estado viviendo por como en 7 lugares diferentes, en hoteles, en viviendas
Adam
del
Sapperfield.
gobierno.
I've been living in like 7 different places, in hotels and
Changed his
shelters that
last
are
name.
provided by the government.
Guess he's ashamed to be a
Mi
Biden.
familia
I would
es
be
de
too.
7 personas, son 3 niños pequeños.
My
de mi-
family is 7 people, 3 small children.
Son hijos de mi hija mayor.
My oldest daughter's kids.
Whose Facebook is
grandchildren.
private? You straight
Aquí
fucking.
le doy gracias a Dios que me haya puesto en esta,
Thank you.
en este lugar.
Yes, he tried to go on the Facebook. You got locked out. Hey, just hit him up with a friend request, bro. Just tell him you're fucking, you know, tell him you're a Democrat. He'll let you in.
Next speaker, please.
Tell him you're a Demi. I'm a liberal Demi. Just looking for a friend. What do you say, bud? it'll work for sure. Okay. Put a little picture of a fake nose ring on or whatever.
Good morning, Speaker.
Wear a purple
If you-
wig or something. Insta
Good
friend.
morning. I'm Dolores Jauregui. I'm a member of Inner City Struggle and United People of LA.
Soy residente de la parte este de Los Ángeles.
Yeah, to get the money.
En Boyle Heights,
Mad
y
trees.
Estoy aquí para hablar sobre la ordenanza contra el acoso
They
de
didn't do it for
inquilinos.
I'm
you
here from
or
Boyle
for
Heights,
us
East
or
LA,
anybody.
and I'm here to speak on Tahoe,
That's
the
why
ordinance
they did,
against
homie.
abuse or harassment of tenants.
Yo he visto cómo en mi comunidad hay tantos inquilinos de bajos recursos, ¿verdad? Que no tienen los fondos suficientes para pagar sus
And
rentas.
I see a lot of tenants in my community that have low income and don't have enough resources to cover these rents.
I hate to break it to you.
Por eso,
Obama
hoy estoy
rated
pidiendo
more
apoyo para tanto como
dispensaries
para
in
los
his
inquilinos de
tenure
bajos recursos
than
como para los
3
niños
presidents before him.
minoritarios.
So I would ask for support for these
But
tenants
in
and low-income
fairness,
tenants,
there
and
wasn't a
also the
whole lot of
proprietors, the landlords.
dispensaries
Que están
before
batallando
him.
con el alto costo de viviendas.
We're all
Yeah.
having a very hard time with the high cost of living.
Yo
What's up,
quisiera
Roxy?
que hubiera
Happy
justicia
Friday.
para todos y apoyo económico para ambas partes.
I wish there were
Gracias.
support,
Yeah, they're
economic
broke.
support, and justice for
Apparently
both
they
sides. for
went
everyone.
from making 90 million to 9 million.
Thank you.
Gracias.
After the grift, after everybody found out about the grift, their support, their donations plummeted, and they've had quite a few lawsuits now, saying they were defrauded, thinking it
Stop
was.
shouting out. We'll take care of the rules. Next speaker, please. You too. Stop shouting out. Sit down and be quiet, or else you'll be removed.
Ooh.
Carmen Resendiz,
Where's Mr.
Chelsea
Sachs?
Rosales, Dolores Jauregui,
Where's Arnold
Dorian
Sachs?
Bennett, Guadalupe Alfaro,
Bro.
Irma Cervantes, Janie Burns, and John Thompson Parker, please.
Bro, we heard Arnold Sachs was the very first fucking name I heard out of his mouth the last time he spit names out. Was I wrong?
Okay, also
Tell me you didn't hear
Latia
it.
Stevenson, Pat O'Reilly, Patricia, and Z.O. Stevenson, please.
Fucking bullshit, dude. All of a sudden, no Arnold
Go
Sachs.
ahead and bring
huh?
up the next speaker, please.
Fuck out of here, man. I'd be cheating.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
Hola, mi nombre es Guadalupe Alfaro y soy miembro de las Familias Unidas de la Lucha del Pueblo.
Hi, my name is Guadalupe
Soy
Alfaro.
residente
I've come
del
here
Este de
from
Los Ángeles,
United Families and
Boyle High.
fighting for the town.
Estoy aquí
I'm a
para
resident
hablar
of
sobre
Boyle
la
Heights, East
ordenanza contra el
LA.
acoso de inquilinos
I'm here to
Tahoe.
speak about Tahoe, the ordinance
Mi
against
comunidad
harassment to
necesita que
tenants.
protejan a los inquilinos y que garanticen que sus familias puedan vivir en paz
My
y no
community
vivir con miedo del
needs you to
acoso.
protect tenants
Porque
and to guarantee.
solicitaron
Un momento, señora, ¿puede permitir la
reparaciones
traducción?
o decidieron ejercer
Señora.
sus derechos,
Por favor.
responsabilizar
No,
a los
pero
malos
rights.
propietarios que
Don't
no deberían
support the
ser
proprietors.
controvertidos. Gracias.
They should not be strengthened. We need more help for tenants. Thank you.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I
Thank
heard
you.
it. Everybody heard it. I don't see
Next
him
speaker,
standing
please.
up. Hopefully he doesn't get skipped over or whatever. Like, come on, man. It's not fucking fair.
Muy buenos días a todos.
Good morning to all.
Mi nombre es Irma Cervantes.
My name is Irma
Oh, here
Cervantes.
comes
Si
the
puede
lady
dar
with
una pausa,
17
por favor,
kids.
para
She
que se
coming up.
Muy
Gracias.
bien.
Boogers on the
Soy
wall,
miembro de
baby.
Familias Unidas de la Lucha del Pueblo, Inner City Struggle.
I'm a member of Inner City Struggle and United Families.
Y soy residente del este
What's
de
up,
Los
Lisa?
Ángeles.
Also a resident of East LA.
Hoy estoy aquí para hablar sobre ordenanza contra el acoso de inquilinos.
And I'm here to speak on Tahoe ordinance
Sus
against
siglas,
harassment
Tahoe.
to tenants. Tahoe.
Hagan cumplir Tahoe. Protejan a los inquilinos y garanticen que sus familias puedan vivir en paz.
You should enforce Tahoe and protect tenants to guarantee that families can live in peace.
Y no vivir con miedo del acoso porque solicitaron una reparación o decidieron ejercer sus derechos.
So we don't have to suffer the fear of harassment just because you requested repairs or demanded your rights.
Responsabilizar a los malos propietarios no debería ser controvertido.
You should make these landlords responsible, and that should not be a controversy.
Es un derecho de nosotros los inquilinos.
It's our rights as tenants.
I speak English, Jared.
Ustedes creo que ni se imaginan lo que es sentir un acoso de un dueño todo el tiempo, constantemente, y no nomás a mí, también a mis hijos, y no es justo.
You can't even imagine what it's like to have harassment from the landlord, not just myself, but harassment to my children. It's just not fair.
Necesitamos una aplicación más estricta del código,
We need a more strict enforcement of this code.
ya que esto protegerá
ordinance,
a los más vulnerables de nuestra comunidad,
because it does protect the most vulnerable people in our community,
incluidos los niños y las personas mayores.
including our children and our
Todo
elders.
ser humano merece vivir en un entorno habitable
As all human beings deserve to live in a habitable,
para
peaceful
salvaguardar
place,
nuestra salud, tanto física como mental.
to keep our health, mental and physical.
Muchas gracias a todos.
Well, thank
Les
you very
pido por
much.
favor su ayuda.
I ask for all your
Gracias.
helps. Please.
Thank you.
Yeah, they don't care. They're always sidebarring. That
Next
dude,
speaker,
like,
please.
just watch them. They're never like caring. Look, she's on her phone over there. She's fucking scrolling on her phone, drinking water now. They don't give a fuck. He ain't even paid attention at all, this fool.
Hi.
He's the vice president.
Good morning. If you could please state your name, or remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak
Or the,
on.
I'm sorry, he's the president
My name
pro
is
temp.
Lucia Stevenson. We'd like to speak on all available comments as well, all available items as well as public comment.
So you have 3 minutes for the items. That is agenda items 10 through 13.
Oh, she ain't on the
And 1
items.
minute for general public comment.
Okay, yes. 1 second. I have come before the council members, both at the Board of Supervisors as well as this city council meeting on numerous occasions, weekly now that I've come in. And I always come in poised with dignity and grace when people are yelling out and cussing you out. I'm seeing maybe there's a reason for that. But I always try to keep my poise and my peace through everything. Right now, I am being housed in absolutely atrocious conditions with a safe housing initiative that we don't feel safe in, that this didn't actually have the health inspectors come out and it didn't pass inspection. So the $600 million budget is being allocated towards placing families with dignity, not placing me with dignity, but a family that has dignity that is being placed in very deplorable conditions. Come here, Zoe.
Yeah,
This is my
I don't
son,
know, DS. I
and
don't
he's
think
gonna
so.
speak as well. But my son is an art. My boys are artists, and this is their art. They draw their own art and they put it on their shirts.
I think
as
she
well
has
as my daughter is a
5
dancer with
kids
Miss
now
Debbie
and
Allen
2 on
Dance
the way.
Academy.
7
I'm not
total.
a drug addicted mother. I'm a mother that has her children my children never slept a night without me besides traveling abroad.
So, Speaker,
and
that
the
was
point
your
is-
general public comment. Would you like to speak on the items?
Yeah, the items is the budget. I talked about the budget and the money being misallocated. They brought in a city bus load full of people that they swept out from Skid Row, all men, and this goes against my religion and against my personal well-being, my personal safety. These people are drug addicted look like maniacs. These people are insane that they dropped off probably about 50 men to the hotel that we're staying in. We're the only family that's staying there with all of these people that they cleaned up from the street and brought them into the hotel that we're staying in around my daughters. And these people have not been vetted. They have not had their backgrounds checked to see if they're on a sex offender list, which I'm sure some of them are. There were men that were dressed like trannies, and this is my daughter's first time even learning or experiencing something like that. And they had big, burly men with panty shorts on with their testicles hanging out the bottom of their shorts in front of my children, including prostitution, black mold, and my son has a chronic medical condition.
Absolutely
as well
gross.
as feces on the wall, boogers on the wall. It's the most disgusting thing. And they've created a drug house for these people instead of using the budget to go and place these people in a place where they can get some medical attention. They've put them in a place where now they boxed us all in with all of these maniac men, and I'm not even supposed to be around these men. And I want to say that I appreciate Ms. Heather Hutt for coming down and coming to speak to us the other week and putting us on the phone with somebody that the people that they initiate to try to help or say that they're going to help, they don't follow through. Not that person. That particular person had a shelter place that they would put our family in that would say that we had to have a 7 p.m. strict curfew, and my children get out of class with Miss Debbie Allen at 8 o'clock, and sometimes she doesn't even let them out right away at 8 o'clock. So I couldn't commit to something like that knowing that me as a mother, they putting these drug addicts inside a place where they have a lock and key where they can come in and out and go as they please, and no curfew,
Chat
but
room
they
is
want to
gold
place
right
us
now.
in a place where there's one bed with myself and 8. And not to mention, I went into the hospital and I'm already dilated. I've already lost my mucus plug. I'm going to go ahead and just express that to you guys. I'm only a week or so away from my delivery date, and I have to keep dragging myself out. This is my 3rd set of multiples. Why? Because God said so. It doesn't matter whether or not I have 10 children. And I have all my children with me, and they're all well-mannered and beautiful children. And I'm going into labor, I'm already dilated a couple centimeters, and I have to keep dragging myself out into the elements to come here. And instead of being with my feet up, I have to come here, and I'm a high-risk pregnancy, and this is causing terrible trauma to my children. They've never had to go through this type of stuff or endure this, so you could make a bad situation much worse.
Where's
And
Dad?
this is memories and scars that they're going to have on them forever.
Where's Dad? You
So
got
we
7
have
kids.
a
Where's
member
Dad?
of Councilmember Harris Dawson's staff who's prepared to.
They've said this to her
chat with
twice
you. If
now,
you
at
can
least.
Come
Twice.
on over
Thank
to
you.
the
Did you wanna
to the
say
side.
something?
over-
3 now?
over
Maybe
here.
3rd time is the charm.
Okay.
We'll have a staff
About
member
these maniacs that came
have a
there
conversation
that you
with
have
you.
to see, and all these naked people
See if they
running
can
in
Oh,
with
naked?
prostitutes and everything that they have to see.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
And you got boogers on the wall. Yeah, it's depressing, man. She needs her tube tied. I'm sorry. I mean, come on, man. She got she got 5 kids. I feel bad for the kids. The kids didn't choose to be there, and that's 5 kids that she has now.
Thank you. Next speaker,
Not to
please.
mention 2 more that are on the way. She has twins on the way. She's told us.
Good morning. I'm the Reverend Patricia O'Reilly, an Episcopal priest in the Diocese of Los Angeles. I'm here to bring your attention to a resolution that was adopted by the Personnel Audit and Annual Welfare Committee on November 29th, 2022. The committee recommended that the full City Council instruct the zoo director, Denise Verrett, to do a study on relocating Billy the elephant, a 37-year-old elephant who has been suffering from physical and mental distress linked to his zoo environment. As you know, as we get older, There are times when we have to leave our very comfortable homes and move into a facility that meets our physical, mental, and social needs. And this is where Billy is right now. Ms. Verrett, the zoo director, suggested the study, though it's clear that not only a study is needed, but a plan. As Ms. Verrett knows, there is an accredited Asian elephant sanctuary in Tennessee, and the zoo relocated, let me just finish, an Asian elephant to a sanctuary in Northern California. So I ask you to put this on your agenda. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
You guys are too much. God damn. Where's Mr. Sachs, man? God dang it.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. I wish the other councilmen were here
So
because I'm in
if you could please remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like
Janie
to
Burns.
and the items you would like to speak on.
Is that Mr. Burns' wife?
My program, Nature's Hotline, 50 years in the neighborhood, and DC Department of DCFS that's
Simpsons?
collecting children and putting them up for adoption that does not require or not approved for adoption. Right now, Nature's Hotline has been in the neighborhood for 52 years. I've been there for 30, and we have not been supported, and we have asked. We've been feeding through the pandemic, through the riots. We've never shut our doors to feeding. Our biggest feeding community is the Hispanic. A lot of them don't speak English or have no way to support themselves, and we've not been supported by anyone. We're there every Tuesday with lines around the wall. I buy the food myself because we have a problem with our EIN number in the IRS, but I'm fixing that. Another thing I want to talk about is how the Department of Children's Service can come and take children out of the house. I've been supporting, I raised 18 children in my house. I've been supporting young prostitutes, trying to get them off the street and get their children back. So now my daughter is involved, and the attorney, David Price, is playing a game. They've taken my grandson and putting him, my daughter was one of the girls running out on the streets. I got her home. They gave her son to him. He's never been married. He's a white male. And we haven't seen my grandson in 5 years.
Thank you.
I went to
Fucking white devil, white male.
Thank you. Thank you very
Satan
much.
laughing spreads his wings.
He's a white devil. I'm going to turn off the mic. I ain't got to hear you talk about the white devil.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What was the white devil's name?
Thank you.
Wachuti? No, what was the white
speaker,
devil's
please.
name?
So,
The Wachuti was the tribe. What was the white devil's name in
okay,
Ace Ventura?
ma'am, I'm going to have a member of my staff come and chat with you and help direct you to the right place to talk to. Your time has expired, but I'm going to have a staff member come and talk with you right
The
now.
Wachuti were the was the tribe. Shakaka. That's what it was. Shakaka.
Sergeants, my staff is going to chat with her.
Shakaka.
Try to direct her to the right place to talk to.
Was the name of the white devil. I wish I could. I'm going to do my hair like that. The fucking horns. I'm going to do some white devil horns so I can,
All
for
right,
the
next
next one.
speaker,
Just think of
please.
me the white devil. El Diablo Blanco. Boy. Yeah, she's collecting children like baseball cards. It's a sad deal because the kids don't choose. And she said, I don't care if I have 10 kids. Well, you should care.
Good morning.
Because apparently you can't afford the 7 you
My
have
name
now,
is
or even the
John
5,
Parker,
much less
John
the
Thompson
2 that are
Parker,
coming.
Coordinator of the
So you should
Harriet
care.
Tubman Center for Social Justice, and a former Senate candidate with the Peace and Freedom Party. And the reason I'm having problems speaking is because a few weeks ago I got a stroke. They took a brain clot out of my brain from the left side, which affects your communication and language skills. So I wanted to see if folks could give me at least another minute to be able to delete my talk on this central comment. And I have evidence of the...
Yes, I'd be happy to do that, sir.
Oh, thank
Sure.
you. And I wanted to say something about the, on item number 10 with Arison Dawson. You know, Arison Dawson came to my house. I am a member of the Arver Boulevard Block Club, and he came there, I think when he was campaigning and other issues. And at the same time I was campaigning, so we were seeing how our positions were similar. And yes, we want to stop the tree timbering. Oh boy, the tree timbering that they were going to do on that number 10 item.
I want the trees trimmed for the
but
chases.
I was hoping that Harrison Dawson
we need the
could
trees
also
trimmed,
take
bro.
serious this resolution to
just trim them, prune them,
to get Cuba off of the state of sponsor as a sponsor. So that's my time is on the on that.
You guys all think it's
yeah.
a
So
Max
basically,
injury?
I
You
just
guys
wanted
are
to say
fucked
that. And by the way, I got 105,000 votes on the Senate primary, but I wanted to start on the general comments, if that's possible.
Go right ahead, sir.
That was your general public comment, but you still have 36 seconds.
Yeah, just the general comments I wanted to do so I could start that now.
Please proceed.
I'm sorry?
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah, right, okay, thanks. So I had a stroke. I required surgery. My life is currently threatened.
No, it's not OCD.
By my HMO healthcare that takes over a month to schedule a follow-up neurologist and cardiologist. African Americans have a higher rate of deaths from heart disease due to U.S. healthcare. We had a recent meeting with delegates from the Cuban mission at the HTC, and Mayor Karen Bass, Vice President, had a meeting with the same delegates who showed us that Cuba provided health care that prioritizes the most oppressed in your constituencies. However, Trump putting that nation as a state sponsor of terrorism denied us that help. The agenda needs to be on the City Council to get the resolution to demand Biden to take Cuba off of the terrorist list and discontinue the embargo. You should know that the lead of, I thought he said you were going to give me an extra minute on that, on the count.
Tell me about it, Jane Doe, POV.
Take another we had already done that, sir, but take another 30 seconds.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of. Do you consider what I do here public speaking?
The lead of to take the lead of 100 city councils and labor federations that passed that resolution. Harriet Tubman Center, Union del Barrio, SCLC, Black Appliance for Peace, Code Pink, ICUJP are asking you to put this resolution on the agenda. You know, we should also tell people that,
leave.
There was a
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I don't care if
Thank
you've
you very
had
much.
10 strokes.
All right, next
I'm
speaker,
not
please.
giving you 3 minutes. Sir, I'm
you
going to
just
call
give
the
those to
cops on you
Sergeant,
now.
please?
I don't
Thank you,
care if you've had 22 strokes. Please leave. And don't cough or laugh on your way out.
Good morning, Speaker. If you could please remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
Remember the guy who was coughing, you
called
threw him
Erwin.
out?
I'm Chelsea Rosales, and I'm speaking on general public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
Okay. Hi, my name is Chelsea Rosales. I live in District 14, El Sereno. I'm here today because I want to bring awareness to the fact that we need to be keeping landlords who harass their tenants accountable. We need a right to counsel and a strong code of enforcement. Although the Tenant Anti-Harassment Ordinance, TAHO, exists, past June 23, 2021, we have not seen slum landlords be held accountable. It's only a piece of paper if the law is not enforced, and we need words to turn into action. Harassment has caused for low-income tenants, long-term tenants, and families to be pushed out of their homes, raise rents, and have higher income residents move in. This is not fair. Protecting tenants ensures that families can live in peace and not live in fear of harassment because they request repairs or decide to exercise their rights. Holding bad landlords accountable should not be controversial. A right delayed is a right denied. Tenants and their families need action from our city leaders now. We also need stronger court enforcement as this will protect the most vulnerable in our community, including children and elderly. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Next speaker, please. Okay. That will conclude our public comment.
You're fucking
here
kidding
in
me.
Council chambers.
I heard Arnold
and
Sachs.
We're ready to go next to the callers on the phone. We'll take 15 minutes of public comment on the phone. Let's go to our first caller, please.
I heard Arnold Sachs.
First caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Caller? There she is. Yeah, she's there. She was out back.
I'll speak on item 9, 10, 12, 13, and general public comment.
Bullshit.
So item 9 is not open for general public comment, but you may have 3 minutes for items 10 through 13 and 1 minute for general public comment.
Well, item 9 says, it's open for public comment. It's right there on the list.
So item 9 is not being taken up and is not open for general public comment, but you may continue with items 10 through 13.
No, now they changed
Say that again, please.
You may continue with
They
items
changed the camera
10
angle.
through 13.
Oh, you said 9 is not being taken up. Is that what you said?
Correct. Item 9 is not currently being taken up.
Fucking dicks.
Oh, okay. You haven't started my time, have you?
Yes.
Go ahead and begin, please.
Thank you. The LA City Council is a criminally insane, corrupt organization of organized crime and nothing more.
I agree.
If they do enough presentations, maybe we'll forget there are 80,000 people on the street. Number 10. First of all, Heather Hutt should not be voting on any item, including number 10. She was selected, just like criminally insane Herb Wesson, instead of elected. This is criminally insane Paul Krikorian, corrupt. Number 10 is amending tree services. They should amend the funds for these tree services and give it to the assistance of the pregnant black lady that was asking for help. She even stated that she went to Hutt, and apparently Hutt has done nothing but sit on her 5x5 behind and do nothing for this lady. Take this money, this tree money, and give it to her, Hutt, and some of the other people, since you were selected by criminally insane, pink-faced Paul Krikorian instead of elected. This corrupt city council is inhuman homeless policies, as this lady suggested. Take this tree money, Hutt, take it out of the trees, and somehow give it to the people. Hutt, selected by petty pink-faced, criminally insane Paul Krikorian. Dawson, number 12, is Dawson, renew a $50,000 reward. I'd suggest we take this reward money and give it to this lady and people like her, helping her. Where is he? He's out of town now in another country. Do you think he's representing the black community? I don't think so. This $50,000 reward, one guy got up and said, that's a lot of money, but it pales to his $10 million in luxury offices that this corrupt council, so-called council, including petty pink-face Paul Krikorian, approved every one of them. Every one of those offices, including tried to take the black community's unemployment office. Give this $50,000 reward to people like this lady that needs help. But that's not what these coon, Tom, Sambo Negroes do. That's not what they do. The black community has no representation. Number 13, another award from racist trailer trash white guy, LAPD clone, McCosker. Give this money to the people.
You may
this
now move on to
needs
general public
help.
comment.
Hey, don't be racist in here, Jay Brown. That's because he is.
But this corrupt, sleazy council, if they do enough of these stupid presentations, maybe they'll think we'll forget there are 80,000 homeless people on the street. 3 to 8 die daily. To Stacy Bollinger and Dr. Mott, I applaud you as a black person, your representation, your advocacy of the black community. This serial nut job talking about lie detector tests and crap like that. He doesn't understand that his comments are supposed to be to the council and the business of the council, not the public.
The Mr. 50,000
The black community
50 guns.
has no representation. Heather Hutt does not represent the black community. Sleazy Marquise Dawson does not represent us. Price does not represent us. 50% of the homeless, 50% of the unemployed, 50% incarcerated. While
Thank you. Thank you. Next caller.
He was
please.
talking about Mr. 50 guns.
Caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Infighting. Love it.
Greetings.
Eric Previn.
Thank you. It's Eric Previn. I'd like to speak on the available items and the general public comment. And what happened to item 9?
So the items that are open for public comment are items 10 through 13. So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Is there a disposition check on 9, or is that not available at this time?
Item 9 is not available for public comment.
Where did it go? Is it over in Vienna?
That's Marquise.
Okay, let's start the
It's here?
3 minutes.
Okay.
Speak to the
He
items.
took a trip to Vienna.
Yeah, no, I'm going to the items. Come on.
Same with
Mr.
Eunice.
Corin, let me take a moment to thank you as council president for presiding over one of the great city council meetings in recent memory with the Grupo Ferme is a very
Okay, so Mr.
very,
Previn, did you want to go to
very
general
big deal.
public comment?
Not yet. No, I want to get
Okay,
to the items.
then speak
I'm
to the
sorry,
items.
I'm sorry, please. Please, no bullying. I'm coming back. Please, we're all on the same team. This is the public. Okay, calm down. All right, let me get to the items here. Thank you.
His
And by the way,
passive
thank
aggr-
you.
I like his passive
Item-
aggressiveness.
And thank you. Item number 12 is, of course, the reinstatement of the award for Michael Jackson. I wanted to make a clarification. This is not that Michael Jackson, okay? And it's shameful that Mr. Harris Dawson is not here to be here for this. You know, obviously he's over in Vienna, and I want to be the first one to support congregate living. And you know, I'm only aware of that because of the shard of information that flew by. But I've been doing the homework. I've been asking politely to the greatest city in America, the largest city west of the Mississippi, that we want to know what our people are up to when they're overseas, like the mayor, who is doing a video log.
Speaker,
of,
you're still
dining
off
out.
topic, so we're going to take you to general
No, I'm-
public comment.
No, Michael Jackson, I'm back. I want to talk about these. It's not that Michael Jackson. This is about.
Please
Justice
continue with
Sanchez.
general public comment. You have 1 minute.
Okay, that was a mistake, sir, but I appreciate your work. I'm on general public comment. The first part of my comment is we need to do a little better job in the deputy city attorney replacement category, because your voice, when you read Fauble's rules, you don't have the warm, cozy voice, so people are put off. The numbers are bad. Okay, we had the biggest band from Tijuana ever, possibly, in the House today, and the numbers were very, very low. Let's get on to it. I wanted to, you derailed me now, so now you took me down that road, and I had a very nice presentation about international travel. I want to thank Curran Del Price, for taking the time during the end of 2022 to go to West Africa, to meet with the community there, to represent in a way that Mayor Bass is excited. And I would like to get McCosker off to Ireland pretty soon, too, because it's time to bring in the world. Krikorian has been a leader over in Artsakh. What we need to do is model UN, okay? My idea is, like the...
Thank you. Next caller, please.
They hung up on his ass.
Caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Mid-sin. Sorry, Eric. Flushed him. Like a turd.
Caller with the
Hi,
last
can you
four.
hear me?
Caller?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Which items would you like to speak on?
I'd like to speak on general, and I'd like to introduce myself, Lena Ivazian. I'm also Secretary of Canoga Park Neighborhood Council and Vice President of 60 Unit HOA, but today I'm speaking on for myself. First, I'd like to make an observation. I'm not sure who I am actually speaking to. I see folks on the phone, folks not sitting in their seats. I'm wondering if I'm allowed to do that during my Canoga Park Neighborhood Council meetings that I attend. I'm not sure. I ask that the City Council consider for a future agenda and take into high consideration for an ad hoc committee for proactive actions for mobile personal businesses taking place on our city streets. Currently, there are mobile car washers with loud generators washing cars after car for hours at a time on any given day of the week, from 7:30 in the morning to 6:30 at night. Our streets are turning into first right of ownership of use of private businesses on our streets. Competition is taking place in real time between mobile businesses. What is next? Mobile dog, hair, etc. I urge the City of Los Angeles to start being proactive in place of reactive. We need your help on our city streets. Thank you.
God forbid
Thank you.
people are,
Next caller,
getting
please.
jobs and working and becoming their own bosses.
Caller, which
God
items would you like to
forbid.
speak on?
It's the American way, woman.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
I'm the secretary.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
And
Which items would you like to
President.
speak on?
I'm sorry?
Which items would you like to speak on?
I'd like to speak on all items available on the agenda and public comment.
Okay, so the items that are open for public comment are items 10 through 13. So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get started with 10. The 2023 tree trimming service in Council District 10. We're spending another fat chunk of money for some trees to be cut down. Why is it always in front of my property, though? Councilwoman Heather Hutt motioning this to be posted for the agenda. Harris Dawson, please stop approving budget tax use for projects that make your entire city chamber look like an embarrassment. Let's move on to item 11. $100,000 to make any technical corrections to effectuate the motions. You're being very vague on the details of what our tax dollars are being used for. So the LA DOT starting these projects, what is this money being actually used for? A dinner at Arby's? Council District 5 unable to stand up for themselves. Examples that you've never had the capacity to install landscaping projects, marginalized community, but having the largest budget yet. Item number 12, $50,000 for information on the death of Michael Jackson. So you snitch and you get $50,000, which is $5,000 after taxes, by the way. So you don't really get $50K. The people who committed the crime don't get caught. Justice hasn't been restored. It's the opposite. Family has to
This
see
math
someone
is
else
no
get
good.
$50,000 for information they probably knew. It's just odd to see items like this on the agenda, you know? Because what happened to talking about the killer robot dogs? Paul Krikorian approving all of this. Item number 13, another $50,000 reward for any information on Justice Sanchez, the death. I'd like to start on public comment. District 7 and 6, San Fernando Valley businesses. A representative who's talking about reparations for their businesses, stop asking for free storefronts and free money. Again with the Mexican party celebrations, and you just blow my speakers out and blow my phone up. The 15-piece band playing, the artist signing
Right,
autographs,
Remington?
and those mariachi girls who are probably 16 years old with 3 kids already, deadbeat, raggedy, nasty, filthy council members wasting our time with these
More than that
raggedy ass
even. Yeah, I see
mariachis.
like at least 30.
Once again, random old ladies talking about their income. If you don't pay your fucking bills, you will not get economic support. You're broke. Just admit it. Hey, Mexico's rent is pretty cheap, but hey, we should all punish landlords and get free storefronts, right? Black lady who brought in her kids, you're known as the woman with the kids. You need professional help. You need to sit your ass down, stop asking for reparations, and get those fucking tubes tied because you didn't learn from the last 6 council meetings that you need to stop having kids. You have 7 fucking kids, and you didn't move somewhere cheaper, all right? That's a lot of eggs. One kid after another after another. 11:36 p.m., you said you were dilated, so you're still having more kids. And you use the word dads, plural, which means there's more than one dad. I'd like
Speaker,
to...
your
Next
time has
speaker,
expired.
please. Next speaker, please.
Damn, he went in on her.
Caller, which items would you like
True,
to speak
though.
on?
Dropped a whole bunch of truth on her. She ain't listening, though. They all know, though.
Caller with the last 4 digits, 5554. Please press *6 to unmute.
Hello.
God.
Hello.
Jesus effing Christ.
Hello, City Council. Sean from Canoga Park.
Holy shit, Sean.
Speaker, which items would you like to
Relax.
speak on?
Sean, relax, bro.
Yeah, Sean from Canoga Park, General Public Comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
Fuck is wrong with people from
Hi,
Canoga
all
Park?
right, thank you. I'd like to hear from Bob Bloomfield. I hope the Canoga Park Parade comes back. That's what people miss here in Canoga Park. The reason I've not been coming to City Hall because I'm tired of I'm tired of shit I have to put up with. I'm sick of the fucking red line is not safe anymore. I've been hearing about that shit. Red line's not safe.
Smoke.
The 6th District, I hope they get a decent council member. St. Genevieve wanted Isaac Kim for the next city council. They will not go to the vote. They will not go to the polls. I talked to the pastor last month, and they will not go to the poll. They just don't care anymore. Happy Memorial Day, and I hope we have a parade on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Next caller, please.
Thank you, Sean.
Caller, which items would you
Holy
like to speak
shit.
on?
Sean's special. He must be.
Caller with the last 4 digits, 2988. Please
Chick in the
press
blue
star
dress
6
is
to
posing.
unmute.
Where's she at? Where'd she go?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you
which,
now.
Which items would you like to speak on?
General comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
My name is Susan Rocha. I'm in CD1, Divine Savior Catholic Church. Divine Savior Catholic Church in Cypress Park. Priest Albert and his line church members falsely accused me of a crime that never happened. I was prosecuted by a city attorney with no evidence, no witnesses, and now they cannot admit that they screwed up or they did it on purpose anyway, just because they could get a priest on the stand. Jury found me not guilty. It was very cruel, extremely cruel, that they could make up this lie and do this to me. And the city attorney refuses to admit that they did this on purpose. I want you to know that people lie, and this church lied. This is not a good church. Divine Savior Catholic Church, and all their lives. I mean, how can you prosecute somebody? They especially make up some story that isn't true. That's cruel. Downright cruel.
All right.
Want you to.
Thank you.
The wrath
Thank you. That will close
strike you
public comment on all agenda items and close general public comment. Madam Clerk, what items are now available for the council to vote on?
The council may now vote on items 10 through 13.
All right. Do any members wish to be heard on any of
That's
those
it.
matters?
Yeah,
10
no
through
Mr.
13?
Sachs, no Mr. Spindler today. They dogged Mr. Sachs
none.
out. You know you heard his name on
go
there.
ahead
I
and
heard
open the
Arnold
roll.
Sachs. You can go back and
Close the
on the
roll
DVR side on
and
fucking
tabulate
YouTube
the
and hear it.
votes.
11
Yeah, they
ayes.
don't want to see a homie with the fist up. They don't
Next
want to
order of
show you
business.
that. That's why that's why
The
they keep
council
doing
has
this.
motions for posting and referral.
I'm not the
Without
one
objection,
switching those
posting and
camera
referral.
angles. It's
The
them.
desk is clear.
Very good. Members, are there any announcements? I see no announcements. Are there any motions to adjourn? I see none. With that, members, let's
fucked up.
have a great weekend and be mindful as we celebrate Memorial Day of the great sacrifice that so many have made for the rights that we enjoy in this country. With that, we are adjourned. Thank
See
you.
how they did it? Hold on, guys. Okay, so you see how they did that? I just want you to notice that. So they honored the kids. They honored the Korean community there. And again, I have no problems with any of this, right? They honored Grupo Firme. I have no problem with that. But when it came to honoring, the vets that have sacrificed their lives, you could have had some of their relatives there. You know what I mean? Their kids there. You know what I mean? Saying, yeah, my grandpa, some, you know what I mean? Or at least some living vets, because again, it's about the vets that have passed. It's not about current vets. That would be for Veterans Day. So sometimes people do get that mixed up, but still, I think the fact that they just don't even really say anything about it other than, oh, we're out of here now. Like, have a great weekend. It's like, dude, it's so fucked up, dude. They're just so wild about it, dude. They're just so wild about it, dude. Lazy as fuck. I'm telling you, these are people that think they're American because they were born here. It's unfortunate that they were. They're not American. They're not. They say they are, but they're not. They think they are. They're not. They don't give a fuck about any of these folks, and they're just pieces of shit. Through and through. And that should tell you everything right there. You know me, I'm harsh. I don't mince words, and you know, you're also listening to my opinion on things, you know, and you take it for what it is. But, you know, let's be honest, that pretty much speaks volumes right there. You know, it really speaks volumes. It's a sad deal that you don't even, not even like a presentation, you know, I don't know, Pearl Harbor or something. I mean, I don't know, something, you know. I mean, dude, every time I go by the 405, you know, I salute the tombs. You know, there's thousands, I mean, tens of thousands of graves in that cemetery, and they're all veterans. And they've all died, you know, through several wars, you know, not just one world war. And I'm telling you guys, it's fucking blocks long. Blocks long. Okay, it's the Veteran Memorial Cemetery right there off of Wilshire and the 405, essentially. If you're going northbound and you look to the right side, you can't fucking miss it. So I always salute them. You know what I mean? It's the least you can do. You know, it's a sad deal that these pricks don't even care. But whatever, we can go on and on. But look, if you guys aren't going to join us tonight, have a fantastic Memorial weekend. You know, enjoy yourselves, and, you know, remember the ones who are fallen. Other than that, I would say hopefully you can join us tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Stinks and I will be live. I'm out of here for now. Thank you for all the likes, the love, the donos, the early morning fun. And I guess I'll see you in a few hours, man. So be good, be safe out there. Remember, it's maximum enforcement for you guys out there, so be good. A lot of CHP, a lot of folks out there, a lot of titties, a lot of good things. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Have a great day.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Be good, y'all.